Hey y'all, it's Sarah, Rodridge Farm, and today we're going to start some seeds. I'm going to show you how I do it. When I was a teenager, I worked at a greenhouse all the way through high school and in college, and I'll show you how they always started their stuff, and that's how I do it now too. But I'll show you all that and give you some pointers and stuff that I do here based at home, not in a greenhouse, but on my kitchen counter. So let me show you what I got going on. Okay, so anyhow, for home starting, you can buy the stuff and, you know, the pots and all of that stuff, but you don't really need to. This here is what I do. I save these. These is from our local grocery store. It comes with fried chicken in it. My husband gets them for his lunch. And then, you know, throws them away or whatever. But put this together like this, and you got yourself a perfect little mini greenhouse. I mean, look at this in here I got going. Look, it's got the condensation on top and everything like that. It's sitting on a heating pad, and it's like the perfect conditions for starting your seeds and stuff. And so we save all these, and then I save things like your strawberries come in and your grapes and all that stuff, because it's a good little greenhouse to start stuff with until it's time to transplant into being bigger. So, and I just usually I'll set them here on the counter, or I set them in the windowsill or whatever I got going at the moment. But for this here, you just fill this here up with dirt. Got my cotton soil over here on the end. Okay. Got pot and soil, bust up all your clumps, stuff like that. And then this here's my seed container that has everything in it. And I labeled everything: cabbage, broccoli, you know, carrots, watermelon, cantaloupe, and I just put all my seed packets in that if they can be kept dry storage. And this here's my tomatoes. That's what we're starting today. I'm going to do these here are Amish paste tomatoes. It's an heirloom brand, whatever the word is. But I saved these seeds last year from the garden that I had growed up here. So with that being, I got the, get this here leveled out a little better. But so I'm going to plant a bunch of these, because let me tell you, they are a good meaty tomato, but they also got a good fair amount of juice for making, you know, your tomato juice stuff. But these here are going to be great for making my tomato paste this year. So, yeah. Okay. And then I take my stick. This is just a dinky little dowel rod looking thing. And their pot soil's here or whatever. And I just make like a small line in my soil here. And then, yeah, you can see it there. And then dump your seeds in, and they'll come up. And then after they come up and they start getting a little bit taller to them, then you transplant them to their own individual pots, like these here plants is. But it's easier that way, because then you ain't wasting nearly as much, because you ain't got to worry about all of the, you know, individual seed going in there and then it not germinating. So just sprinkle them in that there line. Do as many rows of it as you need. I got 4 different kinds of peppers over there in that container. It's pretty thick there, so I'll do another one. And my aim is to, I like to put out at least 40 tomato plants just for myself up here. So, and then I got these here at the $1.25 tree for marking, but I use butter knives, plastic butter knives, plastic pieces of lid containers, whatever. But I'm going to put Amish paste tomatoes, and then I'll put 2 rows, that way I know what to expect when they come up, because, you know, I might put in other tomatoes in here. I got some cherries and some big boy tomatoes that I saved that the Amish neighbor gave me. So, you know, I'll probably put a couple rows of those in here too, so I got plenty of variety of tomatoes. Plus I'm losing seeds everywhere. You know, I just take it, lightly cover it back over. So I know I got 2 rows here that come here to this one, so I'm going to put this here. And that'll mark me up for 2 rows worth of Amish paste tomatoes there, and then I'll just make me another row and start with that and just keep on going. get this all planted up, and then we'll do the next step. Okay, I got 5 rows put in here. I did 2 of the Amish paste, 1 of the cherry tomato that I had left over, and then I did 2 rows of the big boys that the Amish gave me and I saved the seeds from. So let me get these covered up here real good. Yeah, I know these are the big boys. Right here, 2 rows, which is what I marked. Then you want to water them. These, just been planted, so they're super kind of delicate, sensitive, I guess, and you don't want to wash them out. So the best way to do this until you got good plant control, which is usually for me in the garden, spritz them down real good with the spray bottle if you got it. If not, you might just kind of have to, kind of block it a little bit, give it a light water, and use your hose on your sink or whatever. But this here I find does a real good job. And then by putting that clear lid on top, then that causes a lot of condensation, and it just keeps dropping down in there and doing the watering for you. So, and yeah, the lids here, I had to cut a hole in it with a knife here to, make them stay so I knew what was what. So, anyhow, got them there. I'll put these in place, snap it right down on here, fix my stuff. Okay, anyhow, there you have it. I got some tomatoes, a dinky little greenhouse type thing going, and I'm putting them over here on this heating pad I got. I have learned over time that things will sprout a lot faster if you put them on a heating pad versus having a heat light over them. Now, it's electric, blah, 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 whatever. I put a plastic bag down on it to help keep it from getting so wet. But for the most part, it's all good. These ain't leaking no how, but just on the encased side. But as you can see, condensation back in here. And that'll just keep watering it. I just check it every day. And then when it comes up, I'll put a light over top of them too then. But they sprout a lot faster with this heating pad than they do a light. We did that one year as a science project for homeschool. But that's my tomatoes and my peppers all started. And I started some okra back in here. And I got some leggy looking, scraggly looking plants over here. That's the tailwind of my cabbage and stuff like that. So, with that, I guess we'll do, we'll just leave it at that, and then, they'll be up. So in about 2 weeks or so, I'll transplant them, and I'll show you all how I do that. Very simple, done, and everything. So, for now, got them planted, and I just gotta wait. Hurry and wait. That's all I gotta do. So, I guess this will be it till next time. Thank you.